Defender makes a bold claim that the club's pull is still the same. Despite being below par, the Reds' blushes are spared by a departing star. And forget about Freddy Krueger and the rest, just look at this forward's chest. Ooh. The good, the bad, and the pretty ugly. Gameweek 37 reviewed at Liverpool FC. Roll the intro. Hello everyone and welcome back for Gameweek 36 for the LFC files, the good, the bad and the ugly of Liverpool FC. So a bit of a short one this week, time's a bit tight, but I thought I'd just quickly knock this one out, so to speak, and just keep up ahead of the last game of the season, which should be very interesting. So yeah, thanks a lot. Remember, follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and of course, good old-fashioned www.thenfcfile.com. The good. In a week of not that many positives, to be honest, I'm struggling to find something that you can say is really good. I'm going for Van Dijk's claim that Liverpool are still a big draw for players, even though, as seems pretty unlikely, they're not going to be playing in the Champions League next season if they finish where they are at the moment in 5th place. The Echo has the headline that you can see here, quoting Virgil van Dijk, "The noises I'm hearing, Virgil van Dijk makes bold Liverpool transfer claim." But actually, if you read the article, he doesn't really say, from what I'm hearing, XYZ person is going to sign for Liverpool. This isn't actually what the article says, or, well, it's what the article or the headline claims, but it's not what the article says, and it definitely isn't what Virgil van Dijk said. What he actually said, and I quote, you can also see just here somewhere, if the magic of YouTube works out correctly, but it says, "The noises I'm hearing, it's going to be a very intense pre-season with a lot of physical work, but also a lot of tactical work, trying to get ready for a tough season. That's very exciting. Players are leaving, hopefully players are coming in and we'll be ready for the start of pre-season." So I think it's fair to say, well, yeah, close quotes, of course. I think that's definitely fair to say that he's not talking about anyone in particular, and he doesn't really hint that there's going to be, this player or that player coming into the club for the transfer window. The bad. So this, I have to say, is Liverpool's performance against Aston Villa. All right, it wasn't that bad, and to be fair, Liverpool should actually have won the game, and this is why I can only say it's 2 points lost as opposed to 1 gained. It might make the difference come 5 o'clock on Sunday, but to be honest, it's a very tall order now. As you can see with the Daily Mail, their headline, "Liverpool 1-1 Aston Villa. Roberto Firmino nets a fairy tale late equaliser in his final Reds match at Anfield to keep Jurgen Klopp's top 4 hopes alive after Jacob Ramsey gives the visitors the lead." Well, I think that pretty much sums it up. Need I say more? Yeah, Liverpool huffed and puffed, went behind. Yeah, some crap defending as usual. And yes, they got caught out by a good move, to be fair. And Aston Villa, since starting the season very badly, have actually come back quite strong in the second half of the season. So, yeah, a 1-1. I wouldn't really say that was a fair result. I think Liverpool should have done better. And how fitting that Firmino should score the goal that is actually going to, perhaps save Liverpool's arses for Europe this season. And it's a shame the legend is going, but he done his job. He's going to be remembered. In actual fact, there were 4 players leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. So of course, Roberto Firmino, from memory, because I'm not looking at any notes, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita, and of course, the old workhorse and superstar himself, that is James Milner. So he's going to be a big loss because the guy's got so much experience. And in the game against Villa, when he came on, you could see how much experience the guy's got. You know, he's not the quickest, but to use the old adage, you know, he's a little bit that faster and that much further ahead in his brain. So yeah, it's just sad to see them go. But yeah, Firmino, I think he's underlined how much value he is to the club with that last goal. So thanks for the memories, guys. Best of luck for the future. And now that brings us on to the ugly. And for those that didn't see it, this has got to be Cody Gakpo's chest after he got done by Tyrone Mings in the first half. What a kick that was. I think Bruce Lee would have been proud of that one. Terrible tackle. I think, to be fair to Mings, it definitely wasn't intentional, although I have seen in the past people get sent off for that kind of tackle. It wasn't pretty to see. And as you can see from the headline here, Cody Gakpo left with gruesome stud marks on his chest following horror high boot challenge. Yeah, and then there's the little subheading there. Liverpool's Cody Gakpo was left with huge marks on his chest following a challenge by Tyrone Mings on the Dutchman in the first half of the Reds' 1-1 draw with Aston Villa. And next here, I haven't got this scrolling down stuff, well, not the hang of it anyway. So here's the picture of Cody Gakpo's chest. And for the squeamish, I would say, look away now. And there it is. Actually, it's gone now. Actually, no, it's not. It's still there. Yeah, pretty gruesome stuff, if you ask me. So, yeah, just one other thing to mention. A headline here, something that I'm sure we've all seen during the week from the weekend. Last week's La Liga match between Valencia and Real Madrid. You can see with the headline here from the Telegraph, where they're mentioning that Vinicius Junior has his red card rescinded as Valencia are hit by partial stadium closure. And for those that didn't know, excuse my squeaky chair, for those that didn't know, yeah, Vinicius Junior was sent off in the match between Valencia and Real Madrid for the racial abuse that he suffered in the Valencia. So they say that, looking at the headline here, it says, yeah, Spanish police took action on Tuesday after the case of racial abuse against Vinicius Junior, arresting 7 people accused of racially insulting the Real Madrid player. The thing that gets me about this, yeah, is football can't stop racism. Yeah, this is 100% for certain. They may be able to stop people chanting whatever they're going to chant on a Saturday, but these people are inherently still bigots. This is the point. It's not about football. And from this, I see that they charged Valencia 45,000 euros. What? 45,000 euros. This is probably about 1 week's wages for their best youth player. Yeah, I mean, 45,000. What is that? And really, if you think, if a country is serious about this, 45,000 euros is an absolute king joke. Yeah, you should be adding another couple of zeros to that at least. And then the clubs, once they feel that hit, they're going to take action. But the point is, and I'm sorry to say this, because among my closest friends, yeah, is a friend from Madrid, and it burns me to say this, yeah, but this in Spain, in Italy, this is a real problem, you know, and also in Eastern Europe and what have you. But for me, this can only be resolved with FIFA getting together with the governments of these countries to make sure that people are educated. These are cultural issues, yeah, and FIFA even can only do so much. These are cultural problems that people need to address. And until this is done, we're going to be reading about this time and time and time again. And I don't know, these people at the head of the game probably claim to be well educated, blah, blah, blah. but yet they can't work out that this is not just football's issue. Hello? I'm going to leave it there, yeah, before I say something I'm going to regret. But very unsavoury situation, very, very unsavoury situation. And as I say, this is something which should be taken out of football. And when I say taken out of football, I mean the matter of sanction, the discussion should be taken out of football, and it should be at the top level of society if we're really serious about stamping this crap out. Anyway, that's about it. I'm going to get off my high horse. Thanks for staying with me for this long, until the end. It's much appreciated. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and of course old school www.thelfcfile.com. And thanks again. I'm going to calm down now. Enjoy the rest of the day and the final game of the season. You never know, miracles can happen. So until next time, folks, peace from the LFC file.